I doubt it. Just because Democrats supported it.
The
All right, so
goal?
here on Prime Day, we hear from Bernie Sanders, who had a special message for Amazon and Jeff Bezos.
Of Amazon is to get as much productivity out of us for as little compensation as possible.
On one of the biggest shopping days of the year, some Amazon workers are striking for change.
On Prime Day, people are talking about the deals they can find, but this is also a good chance for people to think a little bit about how those packages arrive.
We're being treated like we're prisoners. Who's there to get a job done?
What is the rate that you have to hit?
I have to pick 332 items per hour.
Lots of workers do feel like they are disposable.
Because of the repetitive nature of the work.
Of course you feel like you're disposable, because you are.
Stress and injuries.
The fact that when you get a 30-minute break, it takes you 10 minutes to get to the break station and 10 minutes back.
Workers can lose their jobs if they don't work fast enough. At one warehouse in Baltimore, The Verge reported that Amazon terminated 300 full-time associates in a one-year period between 2017 and 2018 for inefficiency.
My knee messed up on me while I was at work, and then they sent me right back to picking.
In orientation, they talked about safety. That was the number one thing.
We're actually really proud of the working conditions that we provide. It's a quality, safe, comfortable work environment.
And you get there, and that's forgotten.
The way that we work is meant to mentally break you down.
Amazon also has patents for a GPS-enabled wristband that could track workers' movements and breaks.
You guys have a gadget on you that follows you all around or something?
Amazon workers are under attack. What do we do? Stand up, fight back.
In April, the National Council for Occupational Safety and Health identified Amazon as one of a...
Where are the right-wingers talking about the tech tyrants on this one?
13 deaths since 2013.
Well, I'm incredibly proud of the safety record of our sites.
We now have documents that reporters have uncovered showing that Amazon is in fact aware of drivers peeing in bottles.
And the issue of working conditions, I'm very proud of our working conditions.
These people, in the name of the convenience of
Jeff Bezos is very proud of the working conditions.
used and abused because it's peak season.
Tell him, kill him, Reich. Wow, Jeff Bezos is proud of the working conditions at Amazon, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the reasons why the petition to stop Amazon founder Jeff Bezos from returning to Earth after his space trip has reached 40,000 signatures. A petition is calling to stop Amazon founder Jeff Bezos from returning to Earth when he goes to space with his aerospace company Blue Origin in July. Billionaires should not exist on Earth or in space, but should they decide the latter, they should stay there. The person who started the petition on change.org said, "Oh shit, it looks like it's been taken down." Oh no, it's because I'm on a VPN. I'm sorry, I can't give you guys. Try to give you the URL. Look up Bezos petition. The petition has been up for a week and currently has 40,000 signatures. To see the Earth from space, it changes you. It changes your relationship with this planet, with humanity, Bezos said in a video announcement. He said he has been wanting to go to space since he was 5 years old, and he will be going with his brother, Mark Bezos. "I was just awestruck," his brother said after Bezos invited him to join. Wow. Oh, shit. They're not talking anymore about the petition. Bezos is taking the journey on July 20th, just a couple of weeks after he plans to step down as Amazon CEO. Back to here on Amazon Day. Actually, overseas in Germany, Amazon workers call for a strike on Prime Day in Germany. Germany's second largest trade union, Verdi, called Sunday for Amazon warehouse workers across the country to go on strike today as the retail giant launches its annual Prime Day. In a statement emailed to Motherboard, the union announced a strike at Amazon warehouses in German cities of Warn, Leipzig, Rheinberg, Bad Hersfeld. That's a fucking cool name. I want to live in Bad Hersfeld. Koblenz and Grabenen, beginning on Monday and ending on Wednesday. Amazon spends millions on advertising and earns billions in sales on the days of the Prime Day promotion. A representative at Verdi said the workers in the warehouses have to cope with a high influx of customers and don't even receive a cent for the increased workload. The profits only flow into the profits of the group and its shareholders. The strike is the latest in a series of similar actions spearheaded by Verdi. March, Amazon workers across Germany went on a 4-day strike. They also went on strike during last year's Prime Day in October of 2020. Workers' grievances range from low pay to poor working conditions, especially during the pandemic. Back over here in the States, an Amazon worker has claimed that she is homeless because she can't afford New York City rent with the $19 an hour she's paid. An Amazon employee who works at the company's warehouse on Staten Island in New York City said she lives in her car in the building's parking lot because she can't afford rent in the city with the $19.30 she makes per hour, according to Vice News. Natalie Monarez, 51, has been homeless since 2019 after struggling to find affordable permanent housing while working for 2 other Amazon warehouses in New Jersey that paid her even less. Jeff Bezos donates to homeless shelters for tax write-offs and PR. He needs to know that some of his own workers without family or a second income can't afford rent, she told Vice. Rents in New York City have fallen about 12% since the onset of the pandemic. It remains one of the most expensive places to live in the country. The median asking rent for a 1-bedroom in New York City in June was about $2,500. Amazon did not respond to insiders' request for comment on this story. Now, Good Guy California steps up, and they are actually doing something really cool. They've agreed to pay off unpaid rent accrued during the COVID-19 pandemic. California will pay off the accumulated unpaid rent that is piled up during the COVID-19 pandemic, according to the AP. The move would fulfill a promise to landlords to help them break even while giving renters relief. Now, that is what a lot of people proposed the Obama administration do during the housing crisis of 2008. And they didn't. To actually give homeowners and renters the money, let them pay their bills, and that keep the banks solvent instead of just giving the banks money, letting CEOs do whatever they want, get out fucking dividends to their shareholders, and then fuck the little guy, foreclose anyway. A little over 2% of people in California who have applied for rent relief during the pandemic have received it. The state has accrued $5.2 billion from various federal aid packages to pay off people's rent, which should be enough to get the job done. This is according to Jason Elliott, a senior counselor to Governor Gavin Newsom. California has been slow to distribute the funds. The state has received $490 million. I mean, not like there's a crisis going on. No reason to hurry, guys. The state has received $490 million in rental aid, and they're slinging their dick around talking about how much money they got from the feds. Hi, homo. Happy Pride. flinging their dick around, talking about how much money they got from the feds, but we're going to be slow to actually dole it out to anybody who actually needs it. Only 32 million of the 490 million has been paid out, but not including the 12 cities and 10 counties that run independent rental assistance programs, according to the AP. But state officials also haven't yet decided whether they'll extend California's eviction moratorium, which is set to expire in like 9 days. Newsom and lawmakers are meeting privately about the issue, but there are disagreements as to how long the moratorium should last. My opinion, at least another year, because we ain't through this yet at all. I have a feeling we are going to be hitting lockdowns and drastic measures come October, November of this year. I might be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. God, I hope I'm wrong. I went out and I had a burger without a mask. I forgot my mask. I would have wore it in if I had remembered it, but hey, I'm fully fucking vaccinated. This is the first time I've been out without a mask. It felt fantastic. But it's going to be like a fleeting moment in time. Extending the moratorium would give the state enough time to distribute the funds to pay off unpaid rents, which might not be possible to do by June 30th. Sounds like a no-brainer to extend it then. At least extend it until like fucking the end of the year. To make sure we don't have a flare-up and have to go through all this shit again. That's my thing, is like all through this is like other countries, they guaranteed people a basic minimum income. Pandemic was going on that they wouldn't be kicked out of their house. You had people just hanging on by the seat of their fucking pants. It's immoral. Also immoral that states are trying to end the unemployment federal extension. But Indiana has been sued for cutting off the federal benefits.
Hoosiers collecting federal pandemic unemployment benefits. Indiana will stop taking part in the federal program next month.
It's one way that state leaders hope to help businesses find workers, but experts we've talked to...
Help businesses? Who gives a shit? Fuck your... Businesses are doing just fine, I assure you. You want like low wage workers to go work minimum fucking wage at McDonald's and shit. That's who's hard up right now. Fuck them.
Say there are multiple reasons for the current labor shortage, including childcare.
WRTV's Cornelius Hawker learned for some families the decision...
And yeah, the childcare. That's another thing I don't even think about.
Comes down to protecting the lives of their children.
Like many families across central Indiana, the Greshas have faced challenges during this pandemic.
It's been a balancing act all year with kids and work, unemployment, bills to pay.
The extra unemployment pandemic benefits from the federal government really helped this family that depended on income from a hard...
Helped a hell of a lot of families. Kept the economy going. Brought people out of poverty.
People traveling for business and for pleasure. And people going to large events like concerts. And
I've said it a million times. Giving poor people money is good for the economy. Giving poor people money is good for the economy. You look it up right now. I dare you. If you do not believe me. That's why I think every American should be guaranteed $300 in food stamps. I think you should get your $500 a month, $1,000 a month spending cash to walk around with. I don't understand how people play Monopoly and don't get that. You would think it's unfair if everybody didn't start with the same amount of money and get their fucking $200 every time you pass go. And still in Monopoly, people dominate. There are people that are born in this country like already in debt.
And sporting events.
But they haven't been living lavishly by any means.
We were barely getting by with, to begin with, when you factor in our medical expenses,
mortgage.
Business has picked up for Tyler. The extra unemployment benefits were helping him stay afloat, but those will be gone in a month. Governor Holcomb is ending all...
Some people have already had their benefits
he says,
stopped by the states.
Encourage Hoosiers to get back to work. Families like the Greshets say it's not that simple.
What is getting back to work for you, and how does that look in regards to your family's health?
My daughter, who's at high risk, would be completely susceptible to getting COVID.
Harper is 7 and has Down syndrome. Studies have shown those with the genetic disorder are at greater risk of being hospitalized or worse if they catch COVID-19. Annie and Tyler have been able to protect Harper and their 11-year-old Holden these past 14 months.
Oh.
But the end of federal unemployment benefits could mean the end of their setup.
Good night. We're left between a rock and a hard place when it comes to both of us going back to work and having childcare.
The Greshets are sharing their story because they want to work, but wish the unemployment benefits could continue, at least until kids younger than 12 can get vaccinated.
It's not us being lazy. It's us being practical and us being
Yes.
keeping our kids safe.
We're not asking Holcomb to...
And it's sad that you have to be paraded on the fucking news for this kind of exploitation to make your case. People to understand the human impact of the policy. Fuck.
extend anything. We're just asking him to not cut it short.
Working for you.
Yeah, it's already a federal guarantee. It should be illegal for the states to stop it.